Hello and welcome. I'm Darren Herms with Cambium Networks. We're going to take a look at a new Wi-Fi 7 AP, the X7-35X. And let's just jump right into that right now. So we notice that it is manageable by CN Maestro Cloud and CN Maestro Virtual Machine. It is not manageable by XMS Cloud. So this is the first of the enterprise APs that will not be manageable by XMS. If we look at this cardboard flap here on the label, you'll see that the serial number is there in a QR code, so that makes it very easy to snap that QR code when you are onboarding this AP to your CN Maestro account. So open up the box to take a look at inside. Here's our regulatory leaflet. And I want to draw your attention to these assembly instructions. And so this shows all the different ways to install the AP using these accessories that are included in the shipping container. You want an electronic version, just snap the QR code. And I'll show you some of these things up close so you can see how the new things we're doing with this Wi-Fi 7 AP. Let's go ahead and take a look first at the access point before we look at the mounting accessories. Now, the AP itself looks very familiar. It follows the same design aesthetic that Cambium established with Wi-Fi 6, so it continues that same basic design aesthetic, a rounded square design with back beveled edges to create a more aesthetically appealing look when it goes on the wall. Let's take a look at some of that. So here's the side. You see no vent holes on the side, so it automatically looks a little bit nicer than the older versions. Same thing on this side. And side number 3, no vent holes, nice smooth surface. And this last side has a USB port, reset button, and a Kensington lock slot. But one of the things you didn't see here, you didn't see an Ethernet port. What we did is we hid the Ethernet port here. We embedded it in the back side of the AP so that it can be accessed from the back. It creates a more aesthetically appealing installation. Everything is tighter, snugger to the ceiling, looks nicer, and actually does install a little bit faster. Now there are 2 slots you'll see. This slot here is useful for passing the Ethernet cable out if you happen to install this AP on a flat wall where you don't have a wiring box, a junction box on that same wall. And this slot is used to access the latch release mechanism when you want to release the AP from its mounting bracket. So let's show you how that works here. If I connect this Ethernet cable, all you do is just simply hold it down in that slot, mount the bracket, mount the AP to the wall, mount it to the bracket, and you're done. The cable is captured inside this slot, and so it's very easy to secure the AP. The AP also has a 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port. It supports 802.11 ABGN, AC, AX, and BE. It is a tri-radio AP, so that means it has 3 radios, 2.4, 5, and 6 gigahertz. All of them are 2x2. It supports Cambium's application visibility and control, supports network assurance, automation tools, and it supports auto RF and fast roaming, so it can seamlessly integrate with an existing network of Cambium Networks access points. Underneath the cardboard box, we have this bracket assembly. And I'll show you this in some detail. This is actually kind of a unique things that we did. You'll see some things familiar with it and some things that are different. So first of all, one thing that's familiar with this AP is these 4 latch points that are used to connect to the access point. So 4 tabs here. This bracket with these 4 tabs and this latching system is fully compatible with the XV3, which is a 8x8 Wi-Fi 6, and compatible with an XE3, which is a Wi-Fi 6E 4x4 access point. So this bracket on Wi-Fi 7 is actually backwards compatible with at least 2 APs already that Cambium already sells. Now this bracket is also compatible. These 4 tabs that mount the AP to the bracket are compatible with the XV2-2. That's a first generation Wi-Fi 6, still a super popular product. The latching mechanism is not compatible with the XV2, but the 4 mounting tabs are, so it creates a nice friction fit, and this bracket could actually be used on the XV2, the XV3, and the XE3. So there's a lot of compatibility, as much as we could, on that design. Now that's what's familiar with it. Now let me just talk about what's different. So in the past products from Cambium, we used to have a single plastic mounting bracket that had the tabs on one side, and it had the T-bar mounting systems on the other side. Now, in this case, we split those two functions into two separate brackets with a flat surface between them. And here's why we did that. Talked to a lot of our customers, and we asked them, how do you mount the AP? And based upon what they told us, we made adjustments to this bracket. It gives them more flexibility in terms of deployment. So first of all, you can line it with this hole and these three holes. Likewise, this hole and these three holes line up with common wall plates in North America, South America, Europe, all over the world. Single gang style wall plates. We also have some 45-degree angles here, here to here, here to here. Likewise, here to here and here to here. They line up with different bracket systems, different mounting systems that are found around the world. Another common one is a North America style 4-inch electrical box. It's used commonly for telecom wiring, and this lines up with that one as well. So if you line up this hole with this slot, or this hole and this slot, you can mount this AP over a 4-inch standard electrical box. So we can fit electrical boxes, 4-inch electrical box, or round electrical box, 3.5-inch round, or various single gang and dual gang wall plates found around the world using this one bracket. And because this bracket is backwards compatible with some of the existing Wi-Fi 6 APs, this bracket can be used as an accessory to install those Wi-Fi 6 APs on some of those odd type of wiring boxes that you may encounter. Now, another popular way to mount the AP, of course, is over a T-bar. And so what we do is just in the bag, there's two small bolts, put them here and here. That connects these two pieces of plastic together, makes it a single system. And then go ahead and snap the AP onto the T-bar. There's your 15mm slot, your 24mm slot, and the 38mm goes horizontally. And then snap the AP onto the bracket. So simple way to do that. Now, one of the things that I particularly like when I install over a T-bar system or a drop ceiling system, I like to put the AP in the middle of the ceiling tile, the mineral fiber tile, and just sandwich the ceiling tile in between these two pieces of brackets. So that would look something like this. The ceiling tile is roughly about 14mm wide, and so there's a gap between. You need to have the bracket on the bottom and the bracket on the top. Use these long black screws to poke a hole right through the mineral fiber and connect these two pieces of mounting hardware with that mineral fiber sandwiched in between. I think that looks really nice. It's a very firm installation. The AP supports the weight, not a problem. And I think it looks really nice when it's all done. Now, once you're installing this AP over a, let's say you have it in a junction box, electrical wiring box in the ceiling. Of course, you want to pass the cable through the hole into the access point, and then just slide the AP onto the bracket like that, and it's done. So there, the bracket's on there nice and firm. It's not going to come off. To remove it, take a flat blade screwdriver up in this slot and just leverage the latch until it comes loose. And I'll just do it right here externally, make it easy on myself, like that. There we go. And now the bracket comes off, the AP comes off the bracket, nice and easy. Everything looks really nice. Installation is fast, and it looks fantastic when it's done. So here's the new Wi-Fi 7 AP from Cambium Networks. It is a 2x2 tri-band AP. I hope you enjoy this. Thank you very much for watching.